Thanks so much for having us. It's great to be here. I think Powell's comments last week just reinforced the trend that was already occurring. I think Joe's spot on with respect to what he was talking about. The bond market really kind of led the way. And I think this has kind of been a shoulda, coulda, woulda type rally, meaning a lot of people have missed this 9, 10, 11% move, depends upon your benchmark. I think people were way too bearish, and we've had this immense squeeze. Now I think what you want to kind of be looking for, Scott, quite frankly, is some sort of continuation, and we need, I think, a little bit broader participation in terms of volume. We all know that we're heading into the seasonal soft period, let's call it August and September. And everybody and their mother, brother, sister, cousin, uncle is going on vacation in August. So I think August could be quite volatile. I don't know if I want to, if I was a short-term trader, I don't know if I'd be chasing the market here, quite frankly. Probably something you're not familiar with me talking about in terms of being a little bit cautious after such a big move. But I think this all falls through with respect to what we see in September. I think the word pivot is too aggressive. I think the Fed has to see what happens the next couple of months in terms of the data. And yeah, it's lagging, but we've already started to see this inflection point, we believe, in terms of inflation. And what we actually really need to see is we need to see the inflation trend move from an escalator down to an elevator down. And I think that's what the market really wants to see in terms of being more risky in terms of stocks, quite frankly. Now, do we think inflation is going to be a lot lower at the end of the year than it is now? Yeah, we do. But I think it's going to take some work to get there, Scott. So that's why I think the next couple of months could be a little bit more volatile than maybe that you're talking about today. You think inflation is going to take a quote-unquote elevator down in the next 6 months? I do. Look at commodity prices. Look at lumber prices. Look what we've seen in miles driven, and look what we've seen in gasoline prices. Yeah. I do think that this could fall off a lot faster than everybody thinks. And think about, too, that Farmer Jim loves to talk about onshoring, a trend that's been going on for a long time. I don't think that we're going to be, our companies in the United States are not going to be putting themselves in the same type of scenario that they did with respect to the lockdown in terms of supply chains. And I think supply chains are open. We know supply chains are opening up pretty dramatically, Scott. And I think that's all going to add up to an elevator down in inflation by the end of the year that most people are not expecting because we're still kind of playing defense. And the most bearish people, by the way, they're the ones that missed the move, Scott. They're the ones in May and June that were calling for 3,100, 3,400. And now they've missed this big move in markets. And so for them to turn bullish now, I think that's fantastic. I don't think they will because they want to double down here, especially given the seasonality portion of the market. But let's see some of these people fold on their bearish calls in September and October for the year-end rally that could be a face melter.